Dignitas are able to secure that first seed. A very, very important place to be, even if you get second seed, third seed, whatever it ends up being. The higher up you go, the better chance you've got. And Scrub Killer racing to the skies as high as he can go, opening the scoring.
Did you remember when Scrub Killer's pickup was questioned? We were like, is he good enough to play with Joreuz and apparently Jack? And the answer has been
once that to be remembered in the history books. But it was also Jack's assist on that. And the teamwork that Dignitas are able to put forwards is huge. Joreuz with a dunk lands on the backboard and a dish straight back in the game.
Oh, look at that, Joreuz. Oh, beautiful. The dish from heaven right there. Doomsy dish coming out for Joreuz.
Friends, and it's so important when stuff starts to go wrong, or even when it goes right, you can look to your friends to be the players that you want to play with. Joreuz kissing the post on the ball's way in.
I feel like Joreuz could be anybody's friend. We're finishing like this. He is just anybody's pal. I think that just about graced the ceiling. He read it all the way and then slotting it in the
top 20 montage of his goals, and yet it was lovely to watch. 3 for Dignitas, 2 of them coming from Joreuz, 1 from Scrub. 0-0 Nation do get one of their own, though. Hibs on the blue side.
It was important that they stopped the rot. It was turning a little bit into a Dignitas freestyle competition, and that follow-up from Hibs is exactly what 0-0 Nation needed. A really good challenge as well in the air. Scrub Killer was up for a
crossbar down, so pixels from it going just about in the net, but Joreuz finding Scrub in the midfield. Up yet again, Joreuz has no one to rely on, and so just goes for a shot himself. I was looking midfield from his perspective, and yet he had his eyes daggered on the goal.
You weren't the only one, pal. I think the person in goal as well. It was Hibs there on that goal line. He was thinking, right, I do not have to cover this.
Being 0-0 Nation versus Dignitas. 5 out of 6 players from the UK. All English, apart from Scrub, who is then from Scotland. And then Joreuz from... oh my god, why am I forgetting where Joreuz is from?
He's from the Netherlands.
Netherlands, that's the one. I was going to say Dutchland, but that's just not right at all. It's barely a word. Apparently Jack also securing the Seiko flip reset that he calls it.
Right now. 0-0 Nation just do not have that much pace in the tank. The only way they can hope to fashion a win in this series, based on this first game, obviously things change massively from one game to the next, is to just defend with their lives, is what I would say. Try and frustrate them, try and steal a goal, try and keep the goals against tally as low as you possibly can, and hope you get a demo play or something, because you can't match Dignitas playing their game.
They may all be mates, but that game was nothing but friendly fire. 6-1, Dignitas looking down one player at a time.
That's a good challenge there from Hibs. It takes all his boost, but it does at least manage to slow Dignitas down for a second. But again, a pinch-perfect pass. Apparently Jack puts it past the goalkeeper.
Great idea from Scrub there to go central. Hibs has to cover the shot. Don't blame him at all. Flame has to pre-jump. Is just so...
There are stakes on Dignitas right now. They are not playing without pressure. They're not just having a laugh because, oh, who cares if we lose? There's still so much that matters for them, but this is how they avoid losing.
An open net falling to Jack as he heads to the ceiling. He can work it around Flame, then Breeze comes in for a jolly as well. Instead, Jack can just continue with the ball. The second goal, Dignitas, they're taking full advantage of it.
And it will be a rematch with Queso, the team that are battling Dignitas for that first seed, were 0-0 Nation to lose this series, which, you know, based on what we've seen so far, is not hugely unlikely. So, you know, permutations all over the place from what 0-0 Nation can offer in this tournament. But right now, Stumpy, it is the Dignitas.
You've got South American teams and anybody from APAC, North America, OCE, etc., who are going to be trying to look past what they're doing. And Flame has just lit that torch of hope. The light at the end of the tunnel is there now. And Flame, as he works round behind apparently Jack, it starts. At bay, Breezy over the top. Joreuz pinches it high and can then get the clear on the open net. From the saviour to the scorer, Joreuz does it all.
He absolutely does do it all. Look at this, from his own backboard, and then just simple. It just makes it look so simple, but the reason it's not simple is that he does it so fast. Drawing the 0-0 Nation play.
Really in his gameplay, where he was going for even early series when it was a lot closer. He was going for those aggressive plays, trying to knock out any player that he could on the back line for 0-0 Nation. But Dignitas, they need that, and they needed that second win, and of course they secure it 2-0.
And he almost got himself a couple of goals.
Flame's somebody that either I identified them as, or I heard somebody else say it as, a very underrated player, has been at the top for a long time. But Joreuz on the end of that pass from apparently Jack, who just slows it down, realizes he can't shoot, and Joreuz moving up so quickly, he widens the...
Evolving. They very rarely make the wrong choice, especially in an attacking sense. You know, they have lost some series in their time. Just goal after goal, mate.
From every angle, Jorius is a threat. He came out so wide on that dish and yet manages to whip round and score it.
Absolute. I'm running out of superlatives for how good Dignitas are. I just can't put into words the utter dominance they're showing, but Breezy, for the third time in a row, gets 0-0 Nation back in the game.
That's a really nice touch as well. To keep the ball close to him so he can instantly go for the shot off it. I like that. He wasn't playing to still get the touch, but solo in the air, both him and Flame commit for the ball. Jack with the pinch onto the challenge. Can Jorius win that race? He will be able to. Breezy can get a touch to it, but it's already heading towards the net. That's 3 goals for Jorius, and Scrub still on double digits.
Why did you have to add that?
I don't know. I thought it was funny. On this incredible team.
Well, 6'9" is Scrub Killer, so, you know, in a very literal sense, Stumpy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you guys
I'm 5'9" flat.
You guys wouldn't believe it, how big that man is. That's 4 goals now for Jorius. He's getting his 4th. He's already in the air. Look, when Scrub Killer's going for that one. Hibbs tries to clear it, but Scrub Killer just closed it down, yeah. Like, it's mind, like, they're just thinking, I can't wait to look at these replays and learn from it, because it's that sort of day for Dignitas.
Jack does want to get involved with 1 goal. Unfortunately, though, this time it goes in his own net. Breezy starts the air dribble, and Jack fancies a contribution to it. He'll then catch it off the end, and then it's touched in by Hibbs. So it was a 2-man
happen, and suddenly goals are scored, and players that haven't done anything will pop off with 4 treble flip resets in 16 seconds. All right, it can be done. And just because it wasn't in that occasion, and you ultimately ended up being right, doesn't mean that you were right to call me out for trying to make the cast interesting. All right, buddy?
That does end up being 14 goals scored for Dignitas and 4 on the side of 0-0 Nation. Oh, it's something that I want to be seeing from them, where they really did look better when they were just beating the opposition to the ball. When Dignitas weren't quite as confident that, yeah, you know what, we're going to beat them to it every single time. And Flame, the top left corner, he says is his as the ball pinches out awkwardly between Jack and Scrub. The complacency can't be there, boys. We've seen how well 0-0 Nation
passes. And it's because 0-0 Nation are just defending that little bit more deeply. They're letting Dignitas pass and making sure they're there for the follow-up, but they have to do the basics. That had to be saved, but it's 1-1.
That's a really rough attempt at a save from Flame. He gets the touch, but he just slows it down with no other intervention. Hibbs is there to save it.
Amount of attacking input he has had. But 0-0 Nation are managing to hold him for now. Flame's coming in. This could be 2-1. There's a bump as well. It must be, and it is.
Outstanding bump. Look at Scrub get sent into the sky where he waits. Breezy sees a target and he knocks him away. Actually stops and waits because Scrub has to go high on that side wall to then come in and defend.
Plays, but here they come. Flame shooting against Jorius. He wants to get this one away, and the demo's coming in as well now, Stumpy. They are disrupting this Dignitas attack.
No, that demo was a trade that unfortunately 0-0 Nation did not win. It removes that final player as Jorius sacrifices himself, and Hibbs just about spawns in time 6. More enthralling. But if this is how 0-0 Nation were their way back into it, I am completely here for it. Final 40 seconds. Has Jorius go for the triple?
No way, Jorius! Just when you're thinking 0-0 Nation have figured him out. Oh, wow. From the side to the wall, into the goal. Places, Hibbs catches it in the air, gets into the top corner. Flame follows up, it's the crossbar, hits Breezy up against Scrub. Scrub Killer's 50-50 game, though, is strong enough. Dignitas finish in the top 3 at least.